The butcher's silence. There's blood on the carpet. Not much, just a fine smear, like someone dragged a finger dipped in red paint across the ivory thread. But I know blood when I see it, even after all these years. The scent, the smear pattern, the silence that follows. It wasn't mine. My daughter Leela stands motionless under the warm hum of the living room light, tears streaking her cheeks, her Hello Kitty nightgown stained near the collar. A masked man presses a knife against her neck, his gloved hand trembling slightly. He's young, nervous, wrong for this job. "You move," he spits, and she dies slow. I don't blink, don't breathe. I step forward. He grabs my collar, pulls me close, and the thin cotton of my shirt slides down just enough to expose the ink etched into my chest, the tattoo. Block 8, black ink, a curved blade wrapped in thorns. His eyes widen. No, no way! The butcher of Block 8? He staggers back like he's seen a ghost. The blade slips from my daughter's skin. I pull her behind me. Then his phone buzzes. I see the name on the screen before he does. From Evelyn. Message: eliminate the daughter too. Leave nothing. He looks at me, and I smile. Just slightly. He has no idea. Neither did she. 3 nights ago, Evelyn left the wine uncorked. She's never careless with wine. I sat at the kitchen table, watching the droplets cling to the bottle's neck like veins on a corpse. She was humming in the other room, some cheerful tune she hadn't sung since Leela's birth. I poured a glass, tasted it, bitter. She peeked in, smiled like nothing was wrong. But something was. The wine, the humming, the sudden softness in her voice. For 15 years, I've watched her hide everything behind her lipstick. Smiles that didn't reach her eyes, laughs that ended too fast. But that night, her eyes were calm, too calm, and I knew something was unraveling, something I hadn't yet seen. I began with her phone. She sleeps deeply when drunk, mouth slightly open, the hum of her breath flat and regular. I memorized her passcode a year ago. She never changed it. Inside were threads. Names I didn't recognize. Deleted messages restored through backups I installed after she left her laptop unlocked last fall. One name repeated, Raphael. Another, Silas. Then the money transfers. 3 to a private account. 1 for $500,000. Labeled, closure. She never made that kind of money, but I did, once, and I hid it well. There was a timestamp. A transaction made just hours before Leela's school recital, the one Evelyn suddenly had to miss for a client emergency. A wire transfer to a burner account in Jakarta. I didn't confront her, not yet. Instead, I waited. Installed a mic beneath her dashboard, put a tracker in her purse, collected voice samples. I listened. 3 days of recordings. "She doesn't suspect a thing," she whispered on a call. "She's 7, said the man's voice. "She'll scream. You okay with that?" "She's not mine," Evelyn replied, her tone colder than I'd ever heard. "She's his. Finish them both. I want out." The DNA test arrived the morning of the 7th. 2 swabs, one from me, one from Leela, taken gently while she slept. Results? 99.9998% match. She was mine. But Evelyn already knew that. She just didn't care. I printed the results, folded them once, slid them into the leather folder she gave me on our 10th anniversary. It still smelled like sandalwood and smoke. That evening she returned home as usual, late, heels clacking across the tiles, perfume too thick. I handed her the folder. She opened it, read it, paused. Her eyes didn't widen, her mouth didn't twitch, but I saw it, just there, in the way her fingers tightened on the edges of the paper. She looked up. "What is this?" "Proof," I said. "Of what?" "That you failed to finish the job." I stepped closer and whispered, She's mine, Evelyn, and you tried to erase her. For the first time in 15 years, she didn't have words. The man you sent? He'll never speak. He's not dead, no, I don't work that way anymore. But he knows who I am now, and he'll never be able to forget it. You see, Evelyn, I spent 7 years in a Russian gulag. I didn't survive by chance. I survived by studying people, breaking them without touching them, making them live with their own guilt until it rotted their minds. You don't deserve blood. You deserve truth. So I printed every transfer, every text, every call, sent it to your law firm, your parents, your friends, and I included the message you sent, "Eliminate my daughter too." They'll see it, all of it. You always feared public shame more than death. Now you'll live in it. A slow, endless ruin, the same way you wanted for me. Lila sleeps soundly now. I watch her from the hallway, her chest rising and falling beneath the pale pink blankets. Her world is quiet again, for now. She doesn't know what her mother did. I won't tell her. Not yet. Maybe never. I packed Evelyn's things into 3 boxes, left them on the porch. No words, no note. The silence is enough. As I sit in the kitchen again, I stare at the wine bottle, uncorked, empty. This time, I don't pour. I listen to the silence, and I smile, just slightly, because the butcher doesn't need a blade anymore, not when the truth cuts deeper.